What's up, DVU day 209. Thank you, Evan Chacon, for correcting me on the last one, because apparently throughout the whole video I said 108. So starting this one off good. DVU day 209 with a 2. So anyway, today was pretty good, man. Had a blast. School was pretty good. You know, it's kind of relaxing. I hate to say relaxing because it doesn't usually make sense with school, but it kind of was. You know, got in class, knocked out a couple more drawings in my 205 class, which is nice because now I only got 2 more left. 1 more left. I got 1 more left now. No, 2 more. I got 2 more left, and then a final project, and I'm done for that class. So that's nice. I got about 2 more weeks to finish it, and looking forward to getting done with it. And then, so anyway, that was good. And then, you know, before class, we watched. I think I posted on Instagram, some of y'all might have saw already. Our teacher felt like putting on Abbott and Costello, Who's on First? And I was like, yes, of course, you know, come on, you know, bring it. Got some baseball comedy, finally, you know. So I was quoting like the whole thing, and people were like, shut up. And I'm like, sorry, I can't help it. So, you know, it was funny as always. So, y'all go check out, they got a lot of other funny stuff besides that. If you go look up on YouTube, it's pretty cool. So anyway, that's kind of what I did in class today. And then after class, kind of stuck around like 5:30. I finished class around like 4:45. So I just went over to the baseball field over at Delgado and watched a little bit of baseball and helped my man Nick out. He needed some work with his swing, so I went down there in the cage and fixed him up a little bit. So that was cool. And then it just got too cold for me to go out there. Plus, I had to go somewhere. I don't know how cold it was tonight, but it was pretty chilly. I had to wear a jacket. Got a nice jacket on tonight. But so anyway, it was good to see some baseball. I hadn't seen, you know, a couple games in a while, so it's pretty nice to go watch some balls flying off a bat and some pitches pumping in there for strikes. That was nice. Got to see my buddy Frank Randazzo, Mr. Frank. I don't know if you watch these dude, but shout out to you, man. But so like I said, it was good to catch up on some baseball. And then Justice played. You know, apparently did pretty good. I didn't get to stick around because me and Izzy went out to go watch Thor 2, I guess I don't know what it was. It was a new one. We went and saw Michael Shepard and Jonathan Sosha, a couple buddies of mine, and it was pretty good, man. The graphics now are crazy, and I didn't see the first one, but I mean, even if you didn't see the first one, you can kind of, you know, make out what the plot was, and it was a good movie. I definitely would recommend it. So good times, definitely had a blast. So anyway, man, I got a great couple verses for y'all tonight. Don't want to miss it. So but anyway, I know I might have shared on Facebook that Louis Giglio video, and man, dude, he's just such an awesome, you know, preacher, and that message he gives is amazing. I really like it a lot. So tonight, you know, I'm gonna be reading a couple of the verses he used and talking about a little bit of the stuff he was kind of talking about in that video. If you haven't seen it yet, go look at it and then look up these verses and really kind of comprehend what he's talking about and what God's saying to us. So anyway, I'm reading Psalms chapter 33, verses 6 through 9, all right, and then 13 through 15, and then 18 through 22. So kind of skipping over a couple of them here and there. So anyway, starting at 6, it says, "By the word of the Lord were the heavens made, the starry hosts by the breath of his mouth. He gathers the waters of the sea into jars. He puts the deep into storehouses. Let all the earth fear the Lord. Let the people of the world revere him. For he spoke and it came to be. He commanded and it stood firm." Verse 13, it says, From heaven the Lord looks down and sees all mankind. From his dwelling place he watches all who live on earth. He who forms the heart of all who consider everything they do." Verse 18, it says, "But the eyes of the Lord are on those who fear him, on those who hope in his unfailing love, to deliver them from death and keep them alive in famine. We wait and hope for the Lord. He is our help and our shield. In him our hearts rejoice, for we trust in his holy name. May your unfailing love rest upon us, O Lord, even as we put our hope in you." So, a lot to handle there. Go ahead and go back to the first couple verses. You know, the first verse is the really strong one for me. It says, you know, "By the word of the Lord were the heavens made, and the starry hosts the breath of his mouth." You know, that verse is saying that God, you know, said our world and our universe into existence. It says he spoke out and breathed stars. I mean, we serve a God who's a star breather. I mean, how amazing is that? All the other ones, those false gods, they can't even claim anywhere near the power of that, you know. So it shows you how great and how awesome He is, and how big our God is, you know. And it says He's so big He gathers the waters of the sea that we haven't even fully explored yet, in our own little small world compared to all the other stuff out in the universe. You know, it says He practically like gathers that up and puts it in jars because it's so small to Him. And you know, He says He puts the deep into storehouses. I don't know what a storehouse is, but I imagine it's something like a jar maybe, or a house, you know. But the deep being like, you know, He puts space in a storehouse. He has complete control and surrounds it, you know. It says, let all the earth fear the Lord, you know, let all the people of the world revere Him. You know, talking about that, you know, our God's not a small God. You know, He's a big, awesome dude. You know, He speaks out stars. He has the entire oceans in jars. You know, it's just amazing. You know, it says, for He spoke and it came to be. You know, He commanded and it stood firm. So not only can He do that, but when He speaks, you know, it stays, doesn't change. What He says happens. You know. So anyway, thinking about that our God is a star-breathing, you know, world-speaking God. You know, it says from heaven, you know, He looks down on all mankind. So the same guy that's doing all that, you know, He still looks down on heaven and sees all of us. You know, from His dwelling place. He watches all of us who live on earth. He says all of us. So that's each and every person, you know, He's watching. And then let's go down to like verse 18. It says, but the eyes of the Lord are on those who fear Him, on those who hope in His unfailing love to deliver them from death and keep them alive in famine. So like I said, the same God is breathing stars, who created the whole world, the entire universe, you know, the one who has the seas in jars, is the same one who says that, look, you know, His eyes are on each and every one of us who fear Him, who love Him, you know, those who hope in Him, you know, for He, you know, in His unfailing love, you know, in order for us to be delivered, you know, from death. He wants to deliver us from death and keep us alive, you know. So the same God that is breathing those stars is also the same one who wants to guide you and wants to watch over your life. And His eyes are on us. You know, He looks at us and is constantly looking over our lives. You know, it goes down to the verse 20. It says, we wait and hope for the Lord. He is our help and our shield. In Him our hearts rejoice. For we trust in His holy name. May your unfailing love rest upon us, O Lord, even as we put our hope in You. So this is kind of like, you know, this is psalmist. He's crying out to God, saying, Lord, you know, maybe we need to just rejoice in Your name. We need to know that You're our hope. You know, You're our shield. And we trust in Your holy name. May Your unfailing love rest upon us, because we're putting our hope in You. So just some strong verses there. I really like sharing, you know, the fact that our star-breathing God, who made the whole universe, you know, He's got all in His hands, can you know, also looks down on each and every one of us specifically, knows us by name, and has a specific reason for creating us. Is just a crazy thought to get over. So next time you're looking up in the sky, check out all those stars and planets. Just think about somebody spoke those and said, I want those there, and each and every one is placed at a specific spot where He wants it. So good verses. Hope y'all liked it too. If y'all want to know which ones it was exactly, the verses, I'm gonna have it, you know, in the information on the video. So anyway, y'all hit that like, share, subscribe, double tap button as usual, and have a good day, night. You're probably watching at night right now. If you're watching it tomorrow, you're good too. But anyway, y'all have a good night. DVU date 209. That's a wrap. Sorry for the 9-minute video. It's all good stuff you need here anyway. So peace out. Get sweet dreams. I'm gonna catch y'all Tuesday.